Welcome, dear friends, to Cardiac Radio at 11 p.m., nourishing our souls with the Spirit of Truth. The Spirit of Truth is this book, psychographed by two mediums, Waldo Vieira and Chico Xavier, several spirits, including Meimei. They deliver to us expansions as well of the truth. And today we're going to talk about forgiveness. And Meimei was inspired in chapter 8, item 13. Chapter 8 of the Gospel according to Spiritism. Blessed are the pure of heart. Item 13 talks about, hold on a second. It is necessary for there to be scandals in the world, said Jesus, because humans are imperfect, while on the earth and are thus inclined to do evil, just as bad trees bear bad fruit. Therefore, one must understand by these words that evil is a consequence of humans' imperfections, and not that there is an obligation for them to commit it. This is so interesting because often we give justifications about the wrongs, the wrongdoings in our lives, right? We say, oh, I did this because of that. I did that because of that person. But Meimei is reminding us that we can choose. It's an emotional choice driven by a spiritual understanding. And that's why she titles this message Forgive and Serve. And she says, you had reason to complain today, but forgive and serve always. Meditate, and you will understand the problems of others. Someone raised his voice trying to hurt you, but you have not seen the marks of illness with which, perhaps, tomorrow retreats in the psychiatric ward. This person passed by pretending not to see you, but think that within a few days, that person will possibly seek in vain to hide the furrows of his or her wounds. That person stole from you, robbing him or herself. Another one thinks he's deceiving you when he deceives himself alone. And there are those who are supposed to be placed so high that they do not fear oppressing you, to fall soon under the blow of death. Forgive everyone and everything without getting tired, tirelessly, because the offenders of any condition carry internally the remorse, like a thorn of fire ingrown in every being. Every individual needs forgiveness as it needs air, because love is the sustenance of life. However, do not allow forgiveness to be just a musical sound in the movement of your tongue. Reflect how many times you have been wrong as well, claiming the understanding and tolerance and forget about every offense, starting to serve alongside your brothers and sisters. Above all, remember that by forgiving, the blessing of God can descend to the struggles of the soul, and that only by forgiving does the manage to rise to the blessing of God. What a beautiful message you and I are reading from Meimei. It's not the first time that in this book we receive this recommendation of forgiving, of forgetting, Why? First, because the person is not doing well. Nobody who is truly happy and balanced will create problems for others, right? We only do create problems because we're not well. So, besides the case by case, here we have the true explanation that every one of us need forgiveness. We all need forgiveness because we make choices that are not perfect yet. The question for us is, why is it so hard to forgive? It's the ego in us. How can that person do this to me? How come? So it's the ego in us. So you and I are being invited to rid ourselves of that. She says, maybe you had reason to complain. Forgive and serve. She doesn't stop at forgiveness. She says, serve. Serve how? Well, just understanding that people need understanding like we do. So you and I today are being invited to meditate, to understand. Well, let's go to Emmanuel's book, Thought and Life, right? Thought and Life, chapter 10, Understanding. And there, Emmanuel shares with us the secret to understanding is seeking the good. Seeking the good, visualize the good, mold the good with all the resources we have at hand. Feel the good. Actually, it is seek the good, feel the good, visualize the good, and mold the good with all the resources we have at hand. This is the movement, seeking the good, dear friends. You and I are being invited to receive this shower of healing light onto all of us in our homes, in our neighborhoods, in our cities, because we are being invited to seek the good. We cannot forgive if we don't seek the good, right? We cannot serve if we don't seek the good. And seeking the good means we make an effort. We need to make an effort and repeat, seeking the good. So today, for reasons that only God knows, we are being invited to cleanse our hearts. Let us visualize our hands cleansing the hearts from lack of forgiveness. Let us read ourselves as if we're taking away from our hearts. This is a true exercise saying, I let go of this old, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. I forgive all and everyone in my life. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, and I serve. And we are going to rise to the blessings of God. The consequences of forgiveness are very liberating. So in the next 24 hours, we're going to visualize ourselves at least once a day, cleansing the heart and forgiving and saying, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. I forgive everything and everyone in my life. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. Everything and everyone in my life, including myself. Let us do this exercise, and as Meimei says, above all, by forgiving, the blessing of God can descend to the struggles of the soul. And only by forgiving, the soul manages to rise to the blessings of God. So by forgiving, we're going to be embracing the blessings of God. We'll be connecting. What a message. We're very grateful to Meimei and Chico Xavier for bringing this message to us today, asking us to make a choice, the choice of forgiveness and service. We're very grateful that we're here together, cherishing this moment, this lesson of the Spirit of Truth. We wish you lots of blessings, and we want to be with you again tomorrow here at 11 p.m. Thank you, friends.